Mr. Jefferson, I hope you're ready. It's time for you to shine. How y'all doing? This is Brian from Change is Good. In this video, we'll be going through another $200 bag of nickels. That's 4,000 nickels. Of course, you know how it goes. Before we get started, we're going to have to cut this bag open and make a nice shiny pile. Boy, ain't that a purty pile? We'll be looking for V-nickels, Buffalo nickels, Silver Wartime nickels, anything from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and the year 2009. We'll also be looking for proofs, NIFCs, or coins not intended for circulation, foreign coins, mint errors, and varieties such as double dies or replenished mint marks. When this pile disappears, I'll be back with a recap of the finds. Alright, the bag is done, and as you can see, it was loaded. Let's see what we got here. We had 5 Silver Wartime nickels, 2 1943Ps, a 1943S, a 1944P, and a 1945S. We also had a proof, a 1971S. It's been in circulation a while, but that's alright. We'll take it. We also had 5 foreign coins. This first one is a King George VI Canadian nickel from 1937. That's pretty cool. We had a second Canadian nickel. This one's from the year 1998. Next up, we have a 5-cent coin from the Commonwealth of the Bahamas from the year 2005. Here we have a 1973 new penny from the United Kingdom. And our last foreign coin is a Mexican 1 centavo coin from 1933. That's a pretty cool find. And folks, we're just getting started. We also had 11 2009 D nickels. These have a low mintage and sell between $2 and $3 a piece on eBay. They're definitely worth pulling out. And here we have some potential semi-key or key dates. Here we have a 1939, some 1948s, some 1949s, a couple of 1951s, and some 1955s. I haven't checked the reverse of these coins for the mint marks yet. We'll do that together toward the end of the video. Let's save some fun for later. And here we have the other finds from the 1940s. Here we have 1940P, 1941P, 1941D, 1942P, 1946P, no Henning nickels, 1946D, 1947P, and 1947D. And here we have the other finds from the 1950s. 1952P, 1952D, 1952S, 1953P, 1953D, 1954P, 1954D, 1956D, 1957P, 1957D, 1958D, and 1959D. And now, let's check out a few finds under the scope. Here we have the reverse of a 2018P. On this example, you can see a die chip here at the top right corner of the building. This coin would probably sell for $1 or $2 on eBay. Here we have the reverse of another 2018P. On this example, you can see a massive die chip here on the left side of the building. Because the die chip is so large, this coin would probably sell for between $4 and $8 on eBay. That's not bad for a nickel. Next up, we have something I've never found before. Here we have a 1960D. If you look here above the letter E in Liberty, you'll see a die break here along the rim. This is known as a bar error. This is bar number 15 on Variety Vista. The 1960D nickel is the most common date to find bar errors on. Not many coin collectors know about bar errors. I do find them fun to find, and I'll definitely be looking for more in the future. Alright, now let's check out some varieties. Here we have the reverse of a 2019P. On this example, you can see doubling here at the top left corner of the central doorway. This is WDDR number 42 on briansvarietycoins.com. Next up, we have the reverse of a 2020P. On this example, you can see doubling here at the top left corner of the central doorway as well. Although I couldn't find an exact match for the markers on this variety, I believe it's an earlier die stage example of WDDR number 5 on briansvarietycoins.com. And while we're here, look at the details of the building. Look how thick the windows and the doors are on this example. And compare this to this example here. Notice how much thicker the details are in the building, including the doorways and the windows. There's also slight extra thickness here in the lettering with small notches at the bottom right corners. Again, I couldn't find an exact match for this one, but I believe it's an earlier die stage example of WDDR number 6 on briansvarietycoins.com, where it's considered a best of variety. This is an awesome find and one of the most impressive double dies on modern nickels. And now, let's have some fun, shall we? And now we'll look for our semi-key or key dates. Here we have our 1939. If there's a mint mark, it's a key date. Let's see what we get. It's a Philadelphia. That's alright though. We've got more chances. Here we have our 1948s. If there's an S mint mark, they're a semi-key date. Denver. Close. Philadelphia. Will we get the PDS set? Let's find out. Another Denver. That's all right. Here are the 1949s. If there's an S mint mark, they're a semi-key date. Denver, Philly, Denver, and one more. Denver. We're not done yet. And here we have two 1951s. If there's an S mint mark, they're a semi-key date. Let's see what happens. Denver, Philadelphia. All right, now onto the 1955s. And here we have six 1955s. If there's no mint mark, they're a semi-key date. Denver, Denver, Denver. Three more chances for glory. Denver, Denver. Okay, here's our last chance. Denver. All right, that's how it goes sometimes. Now let's do a recap of the hunt. Overall, that was an amazing hunt. We had 129 total finds, including 98 that were pre-1960. That is by far a record for me. And on top of the enormous amount of 1940s and 50s finds, we had 5 silvers, 5 foreign coins, some 2009s, and some nice mint errors and varieties, including a 1960D with a bar error. That was pretty cool. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it made you wish you were a nickel slot machine, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of the finds in this video, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories are about a man walking into a bar. I'll see y'all next time.